moments ago. Here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 18 Gator. 18 Gator. He can't hang. He's not going to get him up. Big
the former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. That's it. Check that. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Better bring it.
2nd and 4. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Back 2 is the Mike. Mike back 2. Mike back 2. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Daniels. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. A throw over the middle, taken in. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
A gain of 12 brings up 2nd down at the 41-yard line.
Set, ready, on the base. 52's the Mike. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Here's 2nd and 8. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Set, hut, 60 out low. Let's go, B. Big series right here, so we got to step it up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they look at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. From the gun, Daniels. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Here we go. Defense on.
15. 53.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. 53's the mark. 53. Check 53. Tackles.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
He's coming. Double up. Greystone travel.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Ridley.
Watch the whip. Check 99. Check 99.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bengals' 40-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch tight end. Tight right. Four down. Check.
Mahomes now to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you guys didn't come out of the gate. I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
It's 2nd and inches.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there now. He's checking. He's checking.
To throw again. Daniels. And that's complete to Adams. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2.
No, check that. We want Mike 52. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Mike 50. Here we go.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to fire one deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 32 that time.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Now a handoff looking right. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Slam. 15.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball has moved to the middle and just
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Here we go. Here we go. 18 data. I got you.
Looking to throw on second down. Daniels. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Let's go deep, tighten up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. And now it's 3rd down and inches. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Mahomes to throw once more. And it's complete to Kelsey. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
That's yellow. There's a wall right. Number 53. Mike 53. Switch up.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. Third down here. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Butker able to put this one through. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and minicamps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
There we go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 44, Mahomes. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big...
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, with his first 5 minutes, first 3.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Daniels. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Bandit. Delta. Mike 52.
From the gun, Daniels. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Hey, Mike 52.
2nd and 14. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. From the gun, Daniels. Flushed out right. And complete on the right side to Bennett. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Here we go.
2nd and 5. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. Daniels. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. T.J. Hockenson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50.
Now a play fake here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17, and he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
They'll give it to Mixon. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Check the outs, check the outs, check the
2nd and 9 now. This pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go, here we go. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Here we go. Boss, boss. Here we go. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Hey, come on, come on.
Operating from the gun, Daniels eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty.
And got his man complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Rimley.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline. You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, and their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Go. Switch. Check 26, check 20.
Again, it's Mixon. And an alley to run. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Mike 52. Mike 52.
Back to throw. Daniels. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Mike 52, Mike 52. In your face.
From the gun, Daniels. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 32-yard line.
Watch the safety creep. Hatch it. Hatch it.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hockenson, and it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 13.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 3rd and long. Daniels. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
I know you felt that one.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Yellow. 180. Hey, tight.
Completes it to Hardman. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go. That's the ending. You ain't going nowhere. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Alert. 3 down. Bravo. Mike 52. I'm on. Check.
He's back to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4th down now defensively. Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
They're running it. 52's the Mike. Heavy. Watch the curve. Mike 52.
On 4th down, Daniels. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Back to throw. Daniels. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 47, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Yellow! I got blue lady! Get that ball, D! Let's get that ball! Under 10! Under 10! 10! Let's go, baby! Right.
Now they try the right side here. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and it was Patrick Mahomes leading the way.
He doesn't seem to get ruffled no matter where he plays, does he? Home, on the road. If you put him in a neutral site, which he hopes one day would be the Super Bowl, he plays at a high level. We know about the big right arm, but I think it's the pull.